Okay, guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Brooklyn.
And me, Bailey.
And this is the Brooklyn
And Bailey's
Adventure Channel.
And today I'm going to read Lemonade War. I decided to start out chapter 1 so you kind of knew what was going on. Okay, chapter 1, slump. So it says what type of business or slump is. It says the definitions of the chapter. Slump, a drop of activity of a business or an economy. Okay. Evan laid on his back in the dark, throwing a baseball up in a straight line and catching it in his bare hands. Thwop, thwop. The ball made a satisfying sound as it slapped his palm. His legs flopped in a V. His arms stretched to the ceiling, and he thought that if he missed, he'd probably break his nose. The game just made interesting enough to keep going. On the floor above, he heard footsteps, his mother's, and then a long, loud, scraping, groaning sound. He stopped throwing the ball to listen. His mother was dragging something heavy across the kitchen floor, probably the broken air conditioner. A week ago, right at the beginning of the heat wave, the air conditioner in his mother's attic office had broken. The man from Sears installed a brand new one but left the old one sitting in the middle of the kitchen floor. The Truskies had been walking around it all week. Scrape. Evan stood up. His mom was strong, but this was a two-person job. Hopefully she wouldn't ask him why he was hiding in the dark in the basement. And hopefully Jessie wouldn't be in the kitchen at all. He'd been avoiding her for 2 days now, and it was getting harder and harder by the minute. The house just wasn't that big. Evan put his hand on the railing when the scraping noise stopped. He heard footsteps fading to silence. She'd given up. Probably the heat, he thought. It was that kind of weather, giving up kind of weather. The giving up kind of weather. He went back to laying on the floor. The whop.
I think I know him.
Then he heard the basement door open. Psst. Evan caught the ball and froze. Evan? Jessie's voice sounded echoey in the darkness. Evan, are you down there? Evan held his breath. He laid completely still. The only thing that moved was the pins and needles prickling in his fingers. He heard the floor start to close. The doors start to close. Long breath out. But then it stopped and opened again. Footsteps on the carpeted stairs. A black outline of Jessie standing on the bottom of the step, of daylight squirting all around her. Evan didn't move a muscle. Evan, is that you? Jessie took one short step into the basement. Is that? She inched her foot toward him. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna,
She said y'all's scrunchy shirts will probably be in on Monday, so Brooklyn will just use.
I'm gonna pause it right here, and then I have to talk to my mom. Okay, sorry. Okay, we were at.
Sorry.
Is that you? Jessie took one short step into the basement. Is that?
Oh.
She inched her foot way into the basement. Toward him, then kicked him with her bare foot. Hey, watch it, would ya? Said Evan, swatting her leg. He suddenly felt stupid lying there in the dark.
Oh my gosh. He totally looks like... Can you pause that for a second? Let me use this real quick.
I thought you were sleeping in a bag, she said. I couldn't see what you were doing down there. Here, come. How come all the lights are off? It's too hot with the lights on, he said. He talked in a flat voice, trying to sound the most boring person in the whole wide planet. If he kept it up, Jessie might just leave him alone. Mom's back in her office, Jessie said Jessie, lying down on the couch, working. She groaned as she said the word. Evan didn't say anything. He went back to throwing the ball straight up and down. Maybe silence would get Jessie to leave. He was starting to feel words piling up inside of him, crowding his lungs, forcing all the air out. It was like having a chest full of bats, beating their wings and fighting to get out. She tried to move the air conditioner, but it's too heavy, said Jessie. Evan tightened up his lips. Go away, he thought. Go away before I say something mean. It's gonna be hot all week, Jessie continued. In the 90s, all the way up to Labor Day. Thwop, thop, thwop. So what you want to do? Jessie asked. Scream, thought Evan. Jessie never got it. You were giving her a big freeze. Jessie never got it when you were giving her a big freeze. She just went right on acting as if everything were great. It made it really hard to tell her to bug off without telling her to bug off. Whenever Evan did that, he felt bad. So what do you want to do? Jessie asked again, nudging her foot to him. It was a direct question. Evan had to answer it, or explain why he wouldn't. And he couldn't go into that. It was too complicated, too hurtful. Huh? So what do you want to do? She asked for the third time. Doing it, said Evan. Nah, come on, for real, he said. Or she said. We could ride bikes together to the 7-Eleven, she said. No money, he said. You just got $10 from Grandma for your birthday. Spent it, said Evan. On what? Stuff, Evan said.
Okay, run around and tan.
Okay.
Be back.
Well, I've got Jessie's voice
Yeah,
dribbled
but it's
down to nothing.
1:15.
Evan
So
stopped throwing the ball
when I
and
get back,
looked at her.
then you'll
What?
need to start getting
Jessie
ready
pulled her
to
legs
eat.
tight to her
Brush your hair,
chest.
change your clothes,
Nothing, she said.
and we'll go get the
Right,
stuff
said
before we
Evan.
go eat.
He knew that Jessie had money. Jessie always has money squirreled away in her lockbox,
It's a process.
but didn't mean
Especially
she
if you
was
wanna
going
paint your
to
slide.
share it.
If you don't want this part to be white,
Hey guys, so I stopped at chapter 2, and we are gonna continue reading these really cool books, and we'll do some more tomorrow. Bye guys.